Welcome back, guys. If you did not watch the first episode, this is the Commonwealth Challenge, where all we're using is Commonwealth troops, so British, Canadian, Indian, and Australian. I think there's a chance there might be some New Zealand corps as well, I can't remember. Let's have a look. No, doesn't look like it. So, no Belgian, no French, and certainly no American. So, what we've decided that we're going to do is let them take territory all along here to extend their front line. And I'm going to let them reach all the way to Paris. While they're doing that, I'm going to be working up from Verdun and hopefully cut off all of these. So they're going to take all of these, but not actually kill anybody because they're all empty. I'm going to go up here, take all of these, and hopefully encircle all of these troops. So it'll be interesting. It's a bit of a race for time. Might end up having to pull corps away to defend Paris before I end up taking this encirclement. But we'll give it a go. We shall see. So if they take one every turn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 turns. Now it's going to take 1 turn for that star. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to be 2 turns late. So this might not work if they just constantly keep pushing forward into these empty territories. But we'll see what happens anyway. I don't actually know. How many troops have I got? I've got 4 here. The problem is defending these territories once I take them. Because obviously each one of these that I take, I have to defend it. So I've got some in here. I've got 6 divisions in St. Menehould because that's my cut-off. If they cut this off, then obviously all of these in Verdun get encircled. So I've got 6 in here. And then I've got 4 in here. Now I'm going to need probably 2 corps to attack with my air corps. So it's going to be challenging. Now I think, well, there's 2 things that I've been thinking. One is obviously tanks. Tanks would make life a lot easier, but it's going to take 20 research points. 19 because I've already got this one. But if I get these raiders and Flammenwerfers, then at least that'll add a couple more troops into each corps. So although they're expensive and I'm not a massive fan of them, they're not as good as standard rifles in my opinion. At least that is more troops per corps. And that'll cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it might be worth doing that, at least get into these raiders anyway. I'm not sure about the flamethrowers. They're not very good, in my opinion. But we'll see anyway, we'll see. I'll have a little think about how I want to approach that. Now, I could go down this path and get 4, 1 Canadian, 1 Indian, 2 Australian. So that's 4 Commonwealth forces in there. And then in here I'd get another 1, the British. So this one might not be a bad one to get. It's going to cost 6 research to get 4 more. So yeah, I think I might do that. So I'll go into that and then I'll have a think about whether I want to go into the raiders or straight for tanks. But anyway, without further ado, let's see if we can take Longwy. Okay, so same deal as last time. We're just gonna come up into these trenches, shoot them as they're spawning in, and then go and take the objective. Hopefully it works out as well as it did the first time.
We have new orders. Move out. We're moving.
I could actually improve on
Close ranks.
what I did the first time as well, because I did make a couple of mistakes.
This sortie we target their ground forces.
May as well throw a bomber in.
Look for moving ground targets. Harass their infantry lines. Load for
Wonder if there's a short key for these.
ready for anti-ground mission. This sortie we target their ground forces.
So the bomber is actually landing a few, so let's send in another bomber here.
Load bombers for heavy ground targets. Look for moving ground targets. We have new orders. Need to go. We have new orders. Move out.
So doing a pretty decent job. I think it might be worth getting in there now.
Stand by for orders. We need to hold this position. Ready yourselves. Grass wants this piece of ground. Attention, on the line.
Stand by for orders. On the line. We have new orders. On the line.
We have new orders. Take firing positions.
I think we should be in there. Start bringing some more across.
On the double now. Close ranks.
Yeah, it's looking good. So we could do with getting some troops in here if we can.
We have new orders. Stand by for orders.
Ready yourselves.
Going to need
Ready yourselves. Ready on the fire step.
some more harassment planes as they're coming in,
Infantry lines.
because our infantry is not in position yet.
Anti-infantry ground support. Ready yourselves. Take fire in positions. Attention, we're moving.
That's painful.
We have new orders. We have new orders. We need to go. Attention. We're withdrawing.
Attention, get moving.
Stand by for orders. On the double now. We have new orders. Ready on the fire step. Ready yourselves. We need to hold this position.
Ouch.
We have new orders.
Not got a good place to run to that.
Attention. Ready on the fire step. We have new orders. Get in position. Ready for anti-ground mission. This sortie we target their ground forces.
What we really need
Moving ground targets.
is to get out of the radius of the enemy artillery, but
Stand by for orders. Ready.
it's not going to be easy to do that.
Yourselves. Attention, on the line. We have new orders. Get in position.
We have new orders. We need to go.
Interesting, they're using this spawn point up here. That's caught me off guard a little bit.
Stand by for orders. Ready yourselves. Ready on the line.
That's going to be painful, but I don't really want to move.
Stand by for orders. Fire at will. Load them up.
Okay, now that they've taken that there,
Attention.
let's see if I can run these across.
We have new orders. Take fire in positions. We have new orders. On the line. We have new orders. Ready on the fire step. Stand by for orders. Move out. Arms
It's quite frustrating.
We're moving. We have new orders.
Arms up, boys.
Stand by for orders. Get in position.
Right, let's see if we can get in there
Firing positions.
without taking too much damage. They're still bringing him in over here.
Ready yourselves. Take firing positions.
Ready yourselves. Ready on the line.
So this has kind of scuppered the plans a little bit with them coming in over here.
Attention.
But I think we'll be okay. I think we can handle it.
Have new orders. Get in position.
Ready yourselves. Ready on the fire step.
We have new
Ready
orders.
on the line. Attention. Arms up, boys. On the line.
Load for anti-infantry ground support. Ready for anti-ground division.
Gonna see if I can get some bombers taking out these artillery. If I can, that would be ideal.
For orders. On the line.
Okay, we've got no more infantry over in this direction.
We surrender.
Right, so they're coming in from over there now.
We have new orders. Take firing positions.
Ready yourselves. Take firing positions.
Right, let's see if we can start dragging these across.
Ready yourselves. Ready on the line. Attention. We need to hold this position. Ready on the fire step.
Right, now I've actually taken this position,
We have new orders. Get in position.
but I was only really taking it because I wanted to see if I could take out these
We have new orders.
artillery, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get the opportunity.
Target their ground forces.
So I think I might be better off just trying to use bombers.
Load for bombing run.
But we have got the timer paused right now, so that's not a bad thing.
Stand by for orders. Get in position. Attention. Get in position. We have new orders. Ready on the line.
So
Ready yourselves. Ready
I'm
on
kind
the
of in
line.
two minds as to what I want to do here. I think we're in a pretty decent position here.
We have new orders. Stand by for orders. Take firing positions.
Because I kind of want to move out of the arc of the fire of the artillery. But at the same time, I want them to spawn in here because it's easier to kill them. But we're actually getting a good killing field over here, so I think this should work out quite well.
Ready yourselves.
Ready yourselves.
Right, I think what I might do is just retreat with these.
We're withdrawing back.
Attention. On the line.
Attention. Ready on the fire step.
Look for moving ground targets. Load bombers for heavy ground targets.
Okay, so we're out of supply, but we're going to get all of that back as the planes refuel. And with the timer being paused at the moment, we've got plenty of time for them planes to refuel. So I'm just going to gradually, slowly but surely, bring some troops across. Not sure if I want to bring them in here, because that's a bit too close to these trees where they keep spawning in.
Harass their
We
infantry
have
lines.
new orders. Ready on the line.
Right, this was the reason that I didn't want to contest this. Because now they're not coming in a position where I can shoot them. So now we're going to actually need to absorb some shots, some melee. Which is not ideal.
Stand by for orders.
I was hoping that they'd continue coming through these trees up here, but apparently they've changed their mind. But at least we're outside of the artillery arcs, apparently now.
Attention! On the line! We have new orders. Take fire positions.
Attention! On the line! Ready yourselves! Get in position!
We have new orders. We have new orders. Ready on the fire step.
We are going to take a few unnecessary casualties now. But I think it should work out quite well still. And especially if they get out of the trenches.
We surrender.
Attention! Ready on the line!
We have new orders.
We have new orders. Take firing positions.
Stand by for orders. Take firing positions.
I've got a feeling they might have stopped bringing troops in. That might be wishful thinking. But it does seem to have died down.
We have new
So
orders.
let's just send a pair out, see what they can see. Might just tell them to go all the way up here.
Take firing positions! We have new orders. Ready on the fire step.
Ready yourselves.
So they've obviously got some
Ready on the fire
troops still here.
step. Attention! We're withdrawing.
We have new orders. Ready on the fire step.
Could really do with taking out that artillery, really.
Stand by for orders. Get in position.
So yeah, they have still got
Stand
troops
by
here.
for orders.
I thought they might have, but it was worth the hope.
Ready yourselves. Ready on the line.
Interesting. They're getting out of the trenches. Right, so we are going to need some more reinforcements.
We can't win this. Reporting for duty. Reinforcements reporting.
We have arrived in a way orders.
Reinforcements
We
reporting.
surrender.
Reinforcements ready. Reinforcements ready.
Reinforcements ready.
So it's a bit of a pain having to chew through these in melee. But we'll get there eventually.
Arms up, boys. Attention. On the line.
We have new orders. Get in position.
We have new orders. Take firing positions. We have new orders.
Raise the white flag.
Ready on the fire step. Arms up, boys. We've arrived and await orders. We have arrived and await orders.
We've arrived and await orders.
Looks like we're late to the party.
Looks like we're late to the party. Reporting for duty. Looks like we're late to the party.
So we've got 7 minutes and 20 seconds. It should be enough time.
Stand by for orders.
Stand by for orders. Get in position. Raise the white flag. Ready yourselves.
Ready yourselves. Get in position. We surrender.
So yeah, it was probably a bad idea taking this control point before I'd killed all the reinforcements, but I just wanted to get out of the shelling of the artillery, but in hindsight, because it's made us have to fight all the melee battles instead of just shooting them, it's going to cost us a lot more. But it's not a big deal, I don't think.
Attention! The brass wants this piece of ground. Ready on the line. Ready yourselves. Ready on the line.
Put your weapons down.
We have new orders. We surrender. On the line.
So time is obviously
Fire in positions.
our main enemy here.
We have new orders. Stand by for
That will help. That's very kind of him. Don't know why they stopped shooting, but they did.
ready yourselves.
Okay, let's see how far these make it.
On the fire step.
We have new orders. Ready on the line.
Attention. Get in position. Attention.
Yeah, it should be plain sailing now. I think I might bring these
We
pair
have new orders. We hold here.
up here just to take out this artillery.
Hold this
Not
ground.
necessary, because they don't seem to be firing it. But I just fancy taking it. Don't know why these decided to cross over the trench there. But they did.
We have new orders. Ready on the line.
Attention. Ready on the line.
Yeah, we're just going to walk straight through now.
Stand by for orders. On the line.
Stand by for orders.
We have new orders. On the line.
Well, we would do
Ready yourselves.
if this clog didn't happen.
Everyone, pull back. We have new orders. Attention. Take fire in positions. We have new orders.
Why are they getting out of the trench?
On the fire step. We have
Oh
new
dear.
orders. Get in position. Stand by for
Not the cleverest, are you chaps?
Stand by for orders. On the line. Ready yourselves.
And that is Longvy taken. So it was a bit of a close call. We only had 2 minutes 40 left. But it went quite well. We lost more troops than we needed to as well, because we did a lot of melee fighting. But we killed more than we lost. And we inflicted 3 times the amount of cash losses to them. And we got a net gain in supply. Happy days. So now comes the tough decision making of how many cores I place in all of these cut-off areas. Now Verdun is obviously quite easy to defend, but only from Thionville and Metz is not easy to defend. It's just a normal map from Bar-le-Duc and Stenai. So we can't just rely on them attacking from the areas where we're going to have the emplacements. So we have 6 cores in here. Now this has got 4 stars. It's highly unlikely they'd be able to take that. So St. Menehul is still the danger zone basically, because they've got 3 different opportunities to attack from, and I've only got 2 stars. But I need enough cores in here to be able to mount a proper assault. I could try attacking with 2 cores, see how I get on. But I think I'm going to need 3. It all depends on how well the air wings get on. So I might just take one of these out.
Ready yourselves. Moving.
And then we've got 5 cores in St. Menehul. So yeah, let's see how we get on with that. So yeah, unsurprisingly, they're still attacking in St. Menehul. It's only a major loss now though, rather than a great loss, so if I wanted I could auto-resolve. So yeah, let's do an auto-resolve. Yeah, they didn't get the great victory. And it's only a loss there. This is just to speed up the campaign, because it gets incredibly boring just playing the same defensive missions over and over again. So I just don't want to have to spend 20 minutes defending or 40 minutes defending every single turn. So we're going to go for the gold. Now 5 divisions we were able to hold. So let's try holding with 4 divisions.
Get ready.
See if we can get an auto-resolve to hold it with 4. I'm going to need to spend a turn just moving the air wings. So I won't be attacking this turn. I think 2 might be okay in Verdun. It's got 4 stars, so if I auto-resolve and I get down to 1 star, I can play the battles myself. Right, so what I was going to do was work towards this to get the 4 new cores. So I think I'll do that. I'm just going to keep buying air cores. Obviously, you don't have to buy all these air cores. You could get supply depots if you want, but supply depots obviously stay in the province that you build them in, and we're not staying in the province. We're constantly moving forward and forward and forward. So air wings are a much better use for supply, basically. Right, so while them air wings are not able to attack, I'm just going to skip forward one more turn. Research wartime donations. I'm guessing that's one of these wartime donations. So it only costs 1, and it'll give us 1,000 gold, was it? So it's worth doing that. So I'll do that on the next turn. Surprisingly, they didn't attack. Okay, we're rolling in cash. Let's just keep these air wings coming. I could obviously use air wings to defend with as well, if I feel the need. I have got loads here. I've got 26 air wings, probably a bit. Well, I've got 29 with them 3 that I've just moved. Probably a bit excessive. But they've left Bastogne lightly defended, so that's fantastic. So that is where we're going to attack next. I think we shall save that for the next episode. So cheers for watching, take care, and I shall see you in the next one.